Good Saturday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey and the Northern Mid-Atlantic region's weather news portal. This is the weekend edition of the video forecast discussion for this Saturday and Sunday, the 10th and 11th here of April, as we're sliding right through. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith, and we are available on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And of course, you can subscribe at any of those channels by simply visiting us right here at Garden State Weather. Do some observations right now to start the morning off here in the broadcast. We're in the 60s now, around 60, 62 in southern New Jersey and northern New Jersey, and the shore points here at around 50 to 53 degrees. The wind is off the ocean right now, and that's the reason for that. Other temperatures around the region generally in the low to the mid 50s, even into the New York City metropolitan area and Long Island. It's a pretty uniform morning out there. If we took a look at the minimum temperatures from this morning, we had a lot of cloud cover, and so therefore the temperatures really just dive down into the upper 40s and around 50, pretty uniform. Let's take a look at the latest visible satellite. If this shows up, yeah, here we go. And the visible satellite, lots of clouds around the region this morning. These are mostly stratiform clouds. And there's some few breaks here and there of the Hudson River Valley area, parts of Connecticut, parts of New York City and Long Island, especially western and central Long Island into the city look pretty good at this point. And some of the clouds beginning to break up right now across central and southern New Jersey and portions of the Delmarva as well. Yes. Take a look at the surface image this morning. Basically, we have onshore flow across the region and pretty uniform atmosphere as well. There's a little bit of fog here in Mount Pocono, and also a little bit of obscurity here in northwestern New Jersey. But other than that, it looks pretty uniform around the region with temperatures and airflow all coming in from a maritime condition. This morning there's a little bit of fog here in central Delaware as well, and northern Delaware as well. Clouds are ranging at about 22 to 2,800 feet, basically overcast. Anything beyond that point, overcast, broken cloud cover across the region, and all the winds are generally light. They're out of the east to the southeast at about 5 to 7 or 8 miles per hour. Started out this morning with a cluster of a little shower and thunderstorm activity across the Philadelphia area, but as you've seen, as it ran into the marine air mass that's in place, it all but just basically dissipated. There were a couple new storms forming along that boundary here across New York City, has now made their way into central and eastern Long Island here this morning, and they're weakening as well. Take a look at the low-level water vapor channel here right now. We can pull this up. Yeah, there's lots of drying in the low levels of the atmosphere, but there's still some spikes of cloud cover and precipitation associated with the short wave that was exiting the coast this morning, and more of a warm frontal kind of low-level water vapor channel coming into northwestern New Jersey and through central Pennsylvania as well. So it's going to be a limited amount of sunshine today as it gets going and as that cloud and fog begins to burn off. Visible satellite channel this morning shows breaks in the overcast like I showed, and there's that cluster of showers getting into central and eastern Long Island just past Islip right now and heading off to the east. Lots of cloud cover, however, building in from the west. Some of the pollen from the trees coming out this morning, as well as the last couple of days. It's probably why I'm in a little bit of a funk. And a Debbie Downer today and yesterday, probably because of this. Maple, juniper, and alder. I mean, it's gorgeous outside to be outside, but if you suffer from allergies like I do, and many millions of people do, you'll notice that we were on the high side yesterday. We're very high today. And the 5-day forecast continues on the medium to high side. For today, it's at 10.4. Tomorrow is a little bit less than that on the medium side because of the rainfall, but shoots right back up again into the medium to high side through the rest of the week as the trees continue to bloom out. And of course, the spring leaf index, well, it's running high now. Across all of northern New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley area, Connecticut, and parts of New Hampshire and New England here. because this is the area where the trees are beginning to pollinate. Things are pretty quiet around the northern mid-Atlantic and most of the country too, for that matter, excepting for the south here. Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. This looks like a bow echo line here with showers and thunderstorms. There's even a tornado watch out here, and these are thunderstorm warnings now from Tallahassee for areas like the Big Bend of Florida, Liberty County in the Big Bend of Florida, Franklin County in the Big Bend of Florida. Thunderstorms extending from about 11 miles southeast of Chipley to 18 miles southwest of Mexico Beach, moving east at 50, 70-mile-per-hour wind gust. And the impact is considerable tree damage with this because this is a bow echo line signature if we zoom in on this. And there's also a tornado warning for East Central County in the Panhandle of Florida, southwestern Calhoun County, in the Panhandle until 9:45 Central Daylight Time this morning. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located 10 miles northeast of Lynn Haven, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Tornado and quarter-size hail impact flying debris. Dangerous to be caught outside without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. And we'll take a look at some of these reports. Of course, this line of showers and thunderstorms, this strong bow echoing line of showers and thunderstorms, was already causing flash flooding in these regions just behind it, in the Gulfport regions as well. And again, along this line of showers and thunderstorms here, there is rotation in these storms, and hence the reason for the tornado watch or tornado warning in this area here. Anywhere along this line has rotating thunderstorms capable of producing wind damage. And that's what we're essentially seeing in the storm reports from this area here. There's a lot of flooding here over Stone in County in Mississippi. Flash flood warning going on there. There's been some lots of flooding with this, water covering the roadways, and of course all of these red flags here. This is all wind damage. 50, 60, 71 mile per hour wind gust here in Bay in the state of Florida right now on the Panhandle here. National hazards here starting out on the west coast. It's a small craft advisory up and down here from Washington into Oregon and offshore, and probably some gale warnings and some small craft advisories here on the California coast all the way down the coast there. There's some red flag warnings here in Utah and portions of Colorado. Idaho, well, there's a wind advisory in effect there. And believe it or not, there's still some snow in the higher elevations here. Winter weather advisories until 1 o'clock this afternoon for the Cascade Crest for snow, and also through northern portions of, I don't know, Montana? Yeah. Some dense fog here across the upper Great Lakes, and of course all the action to the south right now. And even in Florida, there's a red flag warning to the east of these showers and thunderstorms, and right across the coastal waters from Jacksonville down to Orlando, there's the small craft advisory in effect until this afternoon. And of course, there's some river flooding here across the Mississippi tributaries here, which is natural at this time of the year as all the snow melt and all the previous rain just washes down the river. Doing some national observations this morning, it's still quite chilly here across the west coast into the interior Rockies here. Central Plains also as well. Don't forget we're on East Coast time here with these observations, so everything back here is still really early in the morning. Everything on the East Coast is generally running from the 50s to the 60s and even the 70s here in Florida. 24-hour temperature change. This comes up, temperatures are rising a little bit here, falling where the rain has fallen here, and rising across this area here through the Ohio River Valley, the Tennessee River Valley, and the northern mid-Atlantic. And this morning nationally across portions of Florida, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas, we have some power outages here from these storms. And over the past 24 hours across the New Jersey, New York City, I-95 corridor here, basically any of those showers and thunderstorms that happened around Chester County out towards Aberdeen in Maryland produced about 1/2 of an inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain early this morning. Everybody else just basically nothing. Visibilities generally look good at about 9-10 miles in either direction as the crow flies here. They're a little bit lower here across southwestern Pennsylvania, southeastern Pennsylvania, where we had some showers and thunderstorms and some deeper cloud cover from this morning's convection. So there is some visibility restrictions here. Let's take off the surface observations and get to the hazards here if we have any. Not seeing any. Well, temperatures are in the 50s right now, but we're expecting them to reach into the low and mid 60s, the upper 60s here in southern New Jersey. And they'll be quite cool right around the ocean ports here, right along the immediate coast today on the south shore and east ends of Long Island, the north shore and south shore of Connecticut as well, and the New Jersey coastal waters here because of the difference in air temperature versus the water temperature. So that's a natural baroclinic zone right there. Temperatures on Sunday getting into the low and mid 60s, mid and upper 60s to low and mid 70s around the I-95 corridor. It's darn tootin' hot tomorrow, if you ask me, right around the Delmarva area in southwestern New Jersey. Then all switches around with the onshore flow and a cold front coming through. That changes around on Monday, so on Sunday night, Monday morning, temperatures back into the 50s and low to mid 60s across the region. Temperatures on Tuesday, again, low to mid 60s, which is about normal for this time of the year. And again, temperatures in the upper 50s right along the immediate coast, low to mid 60s elsewhere. As we head into Wednesday, not too bad, really. And temperatures just either side of 60 as we head into Thursday of next week and also again on Friday. Temperature anomalies today is really going to spike here where the warm front is going on through western and northern Pennsylvania here, about 13 to 18 degrees above normal. And all of these temperatures here across the lower Hudson Valley area into Connecticut, about 10, 15 degrees above normal. It's really pretty much above normal everywhere except right along the immediate coast for today. Tomorrow's temperatures again running and spiking quite high here across just to the west, and most of New Jersey will actually be above normal. Temperatures on Monday with a cool shot coming in. Temperatures really warm up here in central and eastern Pennsylvania and down through Delaware, Delmarva area, but they're quite chilly by a couple of degrees below where they should be for this time of the year on Monday, just east of that point of the Delaware River Valley area. As we head into Tuesday, well, again, right along the immediate coast, but everybody else is at or about near normal for this time of the year. A little cooler on Wednesday again. There's going to be a bout of showers around the region. Some cool intrusions coming in as we head into Thursday too, but not really that strongly significant across the area. But the later part of the week looks cloudier and cooler anomalously than expected. Of course, Storm Predictions Center's convective outlook here for the panhandle of Florida, Alabama here, into the western shorelines here of central and western Florida here is calling for a slight risk of severe thunderstorms over parts of this area. We just showed you that would be southern Georgia, northern Florida, northern and western Florida, the Florida Panhandle, and extreme southeastern Alabama for today. Let's look at day 2. Day 2, well, it's just general here. That's tomorrow across the New England area, the Mid-Atlantic, all the way down to the Gulf. Not much going on. But if you live in Florida, there is a marginal risk here. In this area, if we get to day 3, which would be Tuesday, again, a general risk in the Florida area, southern Florida, and of course across the Panhandle areas here. Very difficult focusing today and the last several days because of my allergies or a cold or what have you. Let's go into the HRR model right now, and with that warm front coming in And that disturbance coming in, that rain chances are going to increase across the area as we head into tomorrow morning. Could be some convective elements to some of these showers and thunderstorms that could be locally heavy in spots as the warm front and then cold front makes its way across the area, most likely an occluded front. But there will be additional showers around the area as we head into Monday as well, more scattered around the region, but still a little bit more unsettled weather pattern as we head into Monday morning as well. Viewing the HRR models, CAPE values here, surface-based joules per kilogram. This is where the heavier downpours could occur during the morning hours into the afternoon hours across central and southwestern Pennsylvania and in New Jersey as well. Be dealing with I don't know, 400 to 1,000, maybe a little bit higher than that, joules per kilogram here, especially tomorrow morning. And then again in the afternoon, that begins to wax and wane. Start off looking at the HRR version 4 total cloud cover. This is all layers in the atmosphere. It's quite cloudy this morning, and there'll be breaks during this afternoon. Showing up here on the guidance, and everything just goes back into a cloudy sky. And of course, it's going to be quite cloudy here throughout the day on Sunday with lots of rain around the region. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. And there's going to be breaks in that as we head into Sunday afternoon, especially across the Delmarva region in southern New Jersey. And that's because the cold front's coming through, and when that cold front comes through, things are going to start to improve, and the cloud cover will be in and out of here again over the next couple of days. It'll fill back in on Sunday night and Monday morning. The whites that you're seeing are cloudy skies, and the blues are where the skies are generally clear or clearing. And off the 12Z model guidance from the HRR version 4 mesoscale model, allowing us to view the total amount of precipitation in the atmosphere reaching the ground. Again, there will be spikes of very low precipitation in areas where there is not going to be much, and then in areas that will experience about almost an inch to an inch and a half. Now, these areas here would be formulated into the idea that convection is building into the atmosphere. So if this is the case here, then precipitation could reach over an inch or two in any of these thunderstorms. But for the most part, a half of an inch to an inch of rain around the region through Monday morning. Well, I'm very tired. I have allergies, and I'm not feeling well. So we'll continue this broadcast into the week ahead later this afternoon. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Have a beautiful Saturday, everyone.